Hi Jenith, how are you?
Hello, Roman. I'm fine. How's things?
Everything going good? So we are connecting on this meeting because I'm working on my project,
Mm-hmm.
and for that project, I want someone from engineering field to answer my questions because uh, my topic is that we are dealing with a company who deals with retrofit solutions,
Mm-hmm.
and I have made some questions. And through that questions, I want to know your perspective about core retrofit, like retrofit companies, and about core retrofit also, about your ideas that what they should be supposed to be doing in their field. So for this interview, I just want you to introduce yourself, and further, I will ask you few of the questions, and you'll just have to answer those questions.
Okay, sure.
That's
So
fine,
I'm
right?
Jenith. I'm working as an mechanical engineer in Caterpillar. We work in Dublin branch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working here for the past 1 year. So we're dealing with construction equipments and other diggers and other stuffs like that.
Okay.
So let me try shoot your questions. Let me try my best.
Sure. So, I have my first question. From
Mm-hmm.
your perspective, what are the biggest technical or financial barriers businesses face when adopting retrofit solutions?
From my perspective, the main barriers would be the upfront capital cost and
Mm-hmm.
then the integration challenges, like you have to integrate the same with the existing infrastructure. It would be a great like barrier for us, and we don't know how it would take bring back our investment back. So like for example, if you replace a fossil fuel boiler like
Mm-hmm.
the one we have in our home, but when we replace it with our renewable systems, it often requires change in structural changes or like upgrading control systems, and which is like technically and financially challenging. So I feel these things are like barriers for the
Okay.
adoption.
Okay. And how do construction or fit out projects usually evaluate retrofit options? Like for example, such as cost or compliance, long-term savings, sustainability goals.
Yeah, so typically, as you said, the first thing comes in our mind is like the initial cost. So, oh, the thing which we have to keep in our mind is like the initial cost versus the life cycle savings, like
Mm-hmm.
how quick you are gonna get your investment by changing to the retrofit. And then second thing, we have to look at the compliance with our regulations and
Mm-hmm.
how impact, like how easily could we adapt to the operations. So in Caterpillar, we also look at system resilience, which is like power backup and peak load handling alongside sustainability.
Okay. And according to you, what are the key decision-making factors businesses consider for retrofitting their premises?
Uh, the key factors would be cost reduction and
Okay.
maybe the emission targets, which is set by
Mm-hmm.
the EU Commission by 2030. And
Okay.
also availability of the grants and subsidies would help the clients much more on the return of their investment.
Okay. And how do retrofit solutions align with current building standards and regulations?
I feel like most of the retrofit solution must comply with the ISO standards, EU
Mm-hmm.
directives,
Mm-hmm.
and IRIS requirements. Caterpillar, we often integrate monitoring tools to validate this compliance in overtime.
Okay. And what role could a company like Core, the company that we are working with, play in making retrofit solutions more accessible and attractive to our clients or your clients?
Yeah, companies like Core could simplify access by providing integrated packages.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would have a one point contact which would provide design materials, compliance documents, which makes our clients make decision easier and for multiple priorities. Like we could choose what are the priorities, and they would like design a perfect solution for us.
Okay. And what challenges, like if you have faced any, have you ever observed that any challenges that prevent wider adoption of retrofit solutions at scale?
Yeah, the first challenges would be like the high upfront investment, which I mentioned earlier. And the second one, which I feel the most important, is downtime risk. Like people are used to, like they are used to more to the systems which are there in their home. When they come to the retrofit, they are like scared, or like operational facilities which may like make their lifestyle a little bit difficult. And there may be
Okay.
some knowledge gaps, like people who are elder,
Mm-hmm.
who can't like adapt to the changes as quick as the others can.
Okay. And what type of supplier support, for example, cost savings, training, or technical support, would help you deliver retrofit projects more effectively?
So as you mentioned, training is the main important thing. But that's what I feel. So
Okay.
technical training for operators, and transparent performance data. Like we need to know what's the company doing, suppliers doing, and
Okay.
financial supports like subsidies would help reduce the burden.
Okay. And how can suppliers build stronger trust and long-term relationships with construction teams?
So my advice would be going with consistent delivery and a
Mm-hmm.
strong after sale service, transparent warranties. Like Caterpillar, we do like long term warranties like up to 24 months, which are like a very good thing for the clients.
Okay. And do you think, according to you, would bundled solutions like materials plus support services make retrofits more appealing to your clients?
Yeah, definitely it might. Combining materials, controls, and aftercare into one package reduces complexity for the clients. It ensures that there is a fewer points for failure.
Okay. And how important is it having trusted single point of contact to manage the retrofit process?
Yeah, like it's very important. Like when you have a single point of contact, over the time it becomes like a good relationship between the client and the supplier. Having one contact minimizes miscommunications, and it speeds up execution, especially when multiple contractors are involved. It becomes a hassle.
Okay. And there's one last question for you. If a retrofit project could reduce energy bills by 30 or 50%, how would
Mhm.
that influence decision making?
Absolutely, that would be a game changer, Norman. Businesses would treat that as a priority, because energy is a major operational cost in like getting our return on investment, and it's also a justification for stakeholders.
Okay. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you.
I got everything that I wanted from you. So
Mhm.
it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best for your project, Norman.
Thank you so much, Jenith.